This holiday season, for most of us, this year is bittersweet. A time spent with family and loved ones, to give thanks for a bountiful year and the blessings we've received. It is bitter as well as we think of those unable to join us, as loved ones serving in distant lands are no longer with us. On November 22, 1963, President John F. Kennedy was brutally and in a cowardly manner taken from us. 2 young children would grow up without their father, and a nation would be robbed of what might have been. Too often we think of those having died a violent and unnecessary death. We focus on how they died, as opposed to how they lived. Believing that from those to whom much is given, much shall be required, President Kennedy would break new ground in civil rights at home and human rights abroad. Among his many accomplishments, these included the space race, as well as winning approval for the Peace Corps and the Alliance for Progress.
I believe that this nation should commit itself to achieving the goal, before this decade is out, of landing a man on the moon and returning him safely to the Earth. No single space project in this period will be more impressive to mankind or more important for the long-range exploration of space.
On November 5th, 1963, President Kennedy issued Proclamation 3560. So much of it is as timely today as it was when it was written. President Kennedy would write, "Over 3 centuries ago, our forefathers in Virginia and in Massachusetts, far from home in a lonely wilderness, set aside a time of thanksgiving. Our first president in the first year of his administration proclaimed November 26th, 1789, as a day of public thanksgiving and prayer. And so too, in the midst of America's tragic Civil War, President Lincoln proclaimed the last Thursday of November, 1863, as a day to renew our gratitude for America's fruitful fields." President Kennedy continues, "Let us therefore proclaim our gratitude to Providence for manifold blessings. Let us be humbly thankful for inherited ideals, and let us resolve to share those blessings and those ideals with our fellow human beings throughout the world. Now, therefore, I, John F. Kennedy, do hereby proclaim Thursday, November 28th, 1963, as a day of national thanksgiving. From Transit TV and all of our families to yours, we wish you a happy and meaningful holiday season. From Transit TV, I'm Tom Davis."